get closer.
I don't know about that.
Hey everybody, it's Lesley Dale with the TFP, and guess where? We're with some of the last voters. We're at Signal Mountain Presbyterian. Hey, how are you guys doing? Don't want to talk to the news people. What a surprise. I said we weren't going to do this, but we're doing it. So they have about how many more minutes?
About 10 more minutes till the poll closes.
So the polls close at 7, and we're really just trying to talk to people. There have been record numbers of early voting, as we talked about, and there were a lot of people out at the polls today. On my way to one today, I actually pulled aside Senator Bob Corker from Chattanooga. He rolled down his window and said, "Hi, hey, how are you?"
Oh, this is Dennis, by the way. Dennis
Yeah.
Lesley.
Yes,
Hey.
Leslie, how are you?
How are
Works
you
over at the
doing?
newspaper.
Yeah. Hey, Dennis.
Are you
We're live
Facebooking
right now, yeah.
Facebook.
So
Hello,
we
Facebook.
find someone
or
from-
whoever's watching Facebook.
Right.
And
All
we're not
you people out there watching Facebook.
this is actually a really good opportunity for me to talk about. We're not technically allowed to talk to him until after he's voted. So right now,
That's correct.
So we can't.
So we can just say hi.
Yeah.
Okay.
Hi.
Just say
It's good to
hi.
see you, neighbor.
I'll
Hi.
stop on the way out if you
Can't
want to
talk
talk.
about any, incriminating questions.
Vote.
So come back and talk to us after you
Oh,
vote.
one
Is
of your
that okay?
fans spotted you, Dennis, too. Somebody
Someone just liked it.
just said hello. Good deal.
Oh, here's somebody coming out. They brought their baby. That's so cute. We have to try to talk to them, and I'll get back to the House Senator Corker, and I had a little interaction at a red light today. But hey,
Hello.
hi.
How are you?
Can I see your baby real quick?
Sure.
It's really cute. Will he
you.
let me hold him?
Yeah.
Maybe?
Sorry,
Holding babies
we're
out
live
there.
right now on Facebook.
Yeah.
I should tell
Hey,
you too.
we're
Sorry,
live.
we're talking about the last votes
Okay,
coming
so
in.
this is one of the
Oh my
last
goodness.
voters.
My
What's
wife.
his name?
His name's Wild.
Wild?
My
Like
wife. We're about to have a
W-
little
Like
girl.
Wilder. Wild.
I love it. Wild,
He's
yeah.
got his sticker. Did
Ellis, you're gonna
Wilder get
have
to
one
vote?
of these
I know.
soon.
I know. I hope she's as cute as
Here,
this
he
one.
can use my sticker.
Oh, he is so cute. Hi, Wild. How old are you?
He's about 6 months.
Aw, he knows Daddy.
Uh-oh,
He
ready
knows
for
Daddy's
Daddy.
over here. Okay, well, he is very cute.
Well, thanks.
So you made a real effort to bring the baby with you to vote. And what's your name? I know
Starting
we're
the
so interested in
Civic.
the baby.
My name's Chad Burnett.
Chad, Lesley,
Lesley.
Ellis.
Hey,
Okay, so it was important to you. You brought Wild out.
Absolutely.
Scared, I'm safe. I promise, babe. Do you want to share who you voted for?
Oh, I voted for Hillary Clinton
Okay. All right. Tell us why.
because I'm not a monster.
Honest. An honest answer from a person on Signal Mountain, Tennessee. How do you feel about Hillary? You just voted for her. You're one of the last voters. Have you
Yeah.
been following the polls today? Do you even go by
No, I
that?
haven't. I just went from school to ballet to wrestling to here, so
Yeah.
so just haven't had a chance to follow it all. So I'm hoping to get home and look at the TV and see how it's going.
And what would you want to tell Wild about Hillary, or if she does win tonight, we'll let you know. What would you want to tell him about this experience bringing him here and potentially the first woman president?
Well, I hope that actually he's been here twice. My
Oh.
wife voted earlier, so this is he's an old veteran.
Wow.
yeah,
I
second
bet.
time voting.
Right, so we can both tell, I'll tell him actually that he was interviewed on the way out. He'll
Yes.
probably
Times
that's
Free
probably
Press.
the more interesting thing.
Yeah, it will live forever on Facebook,
There you
so
go.
you can just go to Chattanooga Times Free Press and you can save it. A lot of people with their kids here tonight.
First time.
First
There you
time
go.
for this one
Maybe
too.
for a lady president. You know,
That's
right?
right.
Yeah, another voter. Can you come here too, real quick?
There
Sure.
you go.
Hey.
All right, I'm relieved.
Thank you.
Thank
you. Thank you.
Bye, Wild. So another first-time voter we have.
Yes.
What is this one's name?
Lucy.
Hey, Lucy. Miss Hump? Not so much.
You do it.
She's still trying to take it all
She's
in.
trying to take it
That's
all
right.
in. Okay, so you said, can you come over too? I don't bite, I promise. I'm
John.
Leslie. John?
Yep.
We're trying to
Okay,
get
so-
you into the frame. Sorry. We're
Sorry.
Oh, I didn't know we had
this is-
anything
This
there.
is
Yeah.
Chattanooga Times Free Press, Facebook. We're catching the last voters. We're up on Signal Mountain. You said you voted for the first woman president as
Yes.
well?
Yes, ma'am.
Can you tell me why?
One, we have some potential, things to consider
Yeah.
with her growth and little Lucy and get on Facebook.
Yeah. Hey, Lucy.
I typically vote Democrat, but it was a tough election to endure, both sides for sure.
Definitely.
I feel like my wife and I both are educated voters and have listened to as much of the little substance that was available to make a decision. But
Right.
I feel like there's less unpredictable or less unknown to voting with Hillary versus Trump. So.
Okay. What do you feel like a lot of other people are doing in Tennessee, or in
Tennessee.
Chattanooga?
Well, I actually debated whether or not the vote was even worth casting because Tennessee's so far, off the radar right. So,
But you still felt like you should vote.
I still felt like we should vote, and I brought Lucy to, she won't remember this, but
Well, she will now. 'Cause
Yeah.
you
She has a memory.
it's official. Yeah,
Yeah.
part of democracy and having that right to do so. So
So where are you going from here?
home,
Home.
bedtime.
Bedtime. Okay. Are you going to stay up until the end, or what are you going to do with your
My
wife?
prediction is that it will be predicted at 10:30 p.m.
We'll see. We're following. North
So
Carolina
that's
and Florida.
7:30 Pacific. Oh, that may be a little early, but
Yeah.
10:30 actually probably isn't too far off from when we'll have a pretty good idea. That sounds.
Yeah.
I mean,
that
just
sounds accurate.
based on the electoral, map and,
Right.
and all that.
Yeah, we'll see what happens on the East Coast. I mean, and if that would be a Hillary win, really, we would know if North Carolina went for Hillary instead of Trump.
I'm really shocked that it's as close as it's claimed to be.
Can you believe it? From the beginning of this whole circus.
It is
that
a circus.
gotten
Fortunately.
here. Yeah.
I have some friends in Europe, and they're closely following it as well. And I guess the
know.
stock market had its indicators today.
Yep.
Maybe hopefully predicting a Hillary win. So we'll cross our fingers and hope
Lucy,
first female president. That would be awesome.
what's your wife's name?
Lauren.
Lauren. Hey, Lauren.
Hey, Lauren.
Yeah, we'll have to
Okay. Yeah.
recap this.
Just watch us. Watch us tonight.
We'll
See?
do.
Go
We'll
on
have it all for you.
Facebook, Chattanooga Times Free Press,
TimesFreePress.com.
and you can save the video for Lucy.
Oh, very cool.
Okay? Bye, Lucy. Hope your nose gets better. My kids have it too. My kids
The
have it
smoke.
It's that
I
time
know.
of year.
We've been doing all
Visine,
Visine,
yeah.
all the good stuff. Well, thank you so much for stopping and talking
All right.
to us. I know. Nice
Take it
to
easy.
meet you.
Yeah. Thank you.
See you. Enjoy
Okay.
bedtime.
Bye.
She's
Say go
so
Hillary.
What's going on?
Come on. Hello. Okay,
Hi.
come on. What?
Hi.
Oh.
Yeah, we can't talk to the people
Yeah,
walking in. We can
I'll,
only talk to the people walking out. And it's been really nice of them to talk to us.
There you
These
go.
voters so far up on Signal Mountain. And like that gentleman said, some people are really predicting this to end early, but you never know. Anything can happen. It's kind of like the World Series or something.
Yeah. As we
so
were saying, a lot of there's a couple of East Coast states, New Hampshire, right, and North Carolina, Virginia, even that depending on how they go, will have a pretty good. Because the way the Electoral College works, you need to get to 270 votes, and we know certain states are definitely going to go to the Democrats. We know certain states are definitely going to go Republican. Depending on which states flip or don't flip, you pretty much can call the rest of the night with virtual certainty. There's about
Hello.
6. I think they've said there's about
any
6.
voters want to talk to the Times Free Press? Sorry, Ellis, interrupting you.
No, you're fine.
Nobody wants to talk to the Times Free Press? Okay, bye.
There's about
Thanks for asking.
Okay, you're welcome.
There's about 6 paths to victory for Trump here, and all of them require him to do better than Mitt Romney, essentially. And that's going to be tough.
Yeah.
In North Carolina, there were long lines today, long lines at the polls.
How are you?
Good.
So,
Would you like to talk to us?
I'm late right now. Thank you.
I hear that one all the time. Go ahead.
That's a new one.
It's a good
so
one.
we'll be watching that, and it could happen. It could happen anytime. Polls are closing, as we said. Here they'll be closing in 2 minutes, and then there's different places.
Yeah.
A couple of polling places in different states have said they will stay open. They have long lines. They've had problems with some of the machines. Some of them even switched to paper ballots. Because whoever's used a computer before, everything can go wrong with those things. So
Don't
some
we know?
people have switched to paper ballots. There's long lines, and they're saying that some of them will stay open until all the votes are in, until everybody in line at the time polls close has voted. So we may not know when we think we're supposed to know, just because they're trying to get all those votes in, and they're trying to make sure everybody's vote counts. Now, there have been some areas, I think, where Donald Trump's campaign challenged one of those.
He's filed suit.
Yeah, because they
stayed
let
open
people
later.
vote. So
yeah.
I'm sure some of it could end up in the courts, but maybe not. Who knows?
But that could only be like a few hundred voters, so it
Yeah.
depends on how close things actually are.
And it would probably only end up in the courts if there was a reasonable belief that flipping those votes back would cause
Right.
a victory. They're not going to challenge something if the outcome would be the same either way.
Yeah.
So
I'd say, I don't know, from what I've heard, I don't think it'll go anywhere. But that's just from some of the analysts, what they have to say.
Yeah.
reporter. And, I'm really have my eyes on Florida. I'm from Florida, and all the history with Florida and the
They have a hard time
and
counting
Al
there
Gore and
sometimes.
all
yeah.
that. And North Carolina, definitely eyes on North Carolina. And we're also looking at all the local
You just made it.
elections too. Yeah. Running.
She's getting in. She's got 1 minute left.
That was cool to see. And I thought it was interesting too. Hey, how are y'all? Yeah, scared. It's okay. Yeah, I can tell when they just don't want to talk. But I did think it was interesting what to expect here. We talked to, 2 men with their kids who both voted for Hillary on Signal Mountain, Tennessee.
Yep. Yeah, it's Tennessee will likely go to the Republicans, but it will be closer than in previous years. I think is what our polls.
Hamilton County can, sometimes go Democrat.
Yes.
But
but the surrounding counties
Yeah.
Will probably not.
yes. I mean, facts are facts, people. So, but I'm glad some people actually talk to us. This is kind of a really personal thing, I think, voting. So, we had debated whether or not to go out to the polls or these places. So,
We had to go out to one with lights, of course.
Yeah.
So you can actually see what's going on.
Hello. Goodbye. Hi. Anyways, I'm trying to be nice to these. You guys, you better hurry. Yep. Okay.
Down to the wire.
So, anyways, what we're gonna do next is we're going to have some fun. Have some fun with you. We're gonna have some fun.
We're gonna do that right now.
Okay.
We're gonna have fun.
Well, we have to drive back down the mountain, or I do.
A perilous drive with Lesley at the wheel.
Yeah, I didn't learn how to drive here. Thanks, Mom and Dad from Miami and Fort Lauderdale.
A little flatter there, not as many mountains.
Yeah, I like to go quickly, Anyways, so we're going to do that. Then we're going to go to the election watch parties. Doubletree, there's a Republican and Democrat thing going on there now, and Jefferson's. And then I think we should take you to a house party. I mean, I know a few where there's both sides, which is cool that people can still be friends.
A bipartisan house party.
Yeah. So we might do that too. We're open to any other suggestions. And on our page, timesfreepress.com, that's where you need to be seeing everything else. And the team, the digital guys, Shaquem, Mark, Jody, Ken, everybody's been working on it all day. So tell people what they can go see.
Yeah, we've got, we'll have live maps that'll update in real time as the results come in at timesfreepress.com. We've got live coverage on all the races, including the U.S. House, the U.S. Senate, and all the local races as well, from Soddy Daisy to, BB High School's challenge, down in Walker County, Georgia. Got a couple of ballot initiatives on the ballot
County
in various
Commission.
places. We've got County Commission. We've got some really interesting stuff coming out of Georgia. Strip club tax coming up, and then fireworks tax. And they're talking about taking over some really underperforming schools there, which is something that has also happened or has been discussed anyway in Tennessee. So Georgia's actually a really interesting state to watch this election as well, if for no other reason than all the ballot initiatives that are going on. Yeah. Leslie's freezing to death. Do you want my jacket?
I am so cold. I might take your jacket
hold
soon.
on.
If anybody else will talk. Look, he's coming back out.
All right.
I'm sad I haven't
How
got
long was
a
the line in
woman
there?
to talk to us yet.
Too bad.
Thank you. Okay, so tell us what it was like.
It felt so good, I have to tell you.
It did?
To do your civic duty.
Do my civic duty, yeah.
Did you make it just in time? Were there a lot of people in there? We've seen
No.
we saw someone running. Yeah.
No, I think the polls close at 8, don't they?
Yeah, that's now, right? Or
Yeah,
is my
so you
watch
got another.
wrong?
You're gonna
Are
stay
we
here
doing
for
7
another
or 8?
hour.
Oh, 7?
Some of them close at 7.
Oh.
Yeah, do we have all the
Some
times
close
on
at
the
7,
website?
some close at 8, I guess.
Yeah,
But-
different times for.
But this one, so you got another
Yeah.
hour. Oh, okay.
You're gonna stay
well,
here for
people
another
are
hour.
running.
Yeah, I think so.
So I'm not sure everybody knows what time they close.
You get some real excitement.
Yeah.
Has there been any hubbub out here? Anybody coming
No
in
fist
with
fights yet or anything
no,
like that.
That's good.
Well, what we
Civility will
thought-
reign.
We thought
Civic duty, civility, they kind of should go together. don't
lots
they?
of children came for their first time
Who'd they vote
voting.
for?
Hillary. We saw 2 dads with a little boy and a little girl, 2 different dads who voted for Hillary.
All
Signal
right.
Mountain, Tennessee.
Okay,
So that was interesting. I really want to get a woman to talk to us, though we've only talked to men here.
Only
So I'd really like a woman voter. If anyone's voting on
If we
Signal
can find
Mountain,
one.
I'd like to talk to a woman. Will you talk to me? Did you vote? Please.
I'm 20% female. Does that
Thank you. I'm glad you heard me. I'm calling for a woman.
I'll come back. I'll go put my wig on and come back. Okay,
I
how about
appreciate that. I
Good to
like
see you,
that.
Dennis.
It's good to see
Thank
you.
you.
Have
Hi.
fun tonight.
We're with the Time
Let
Free
me know
Press.
if I'll watch the
voters.
Facebook stream later. See if any.
Yeah, go to our
Yeah.
Facebook.
Is this live or what?
Yeah.
We're
this is live.
I didn't
always
expect
live,
that
but
on
it's
Signal
super
Mountain. I'll be
casual. It's not like
dignified.
the normal TV people. We're real.
Okay.
We're real people.
Yes.
This is Ellis. I'm Leslie.
Hey.
Hi.
So you voted.
Yes.
Got your sticker.
Yeah.
Mine fell off. It's a bummer.
Oh, okay.
Will you share with us who you voted for?
No, I'd rather
Okay,
not.
that's okay. That's okay. I will tell you, we've talked to two men with their children who both voted for Hillary, and they were, wanting to share that first experience with a little girl, who's like
Right.
2 years old, and
Yeah.
a baby who had been here twice today, so he was like a double voter. So it was kind of cool to get that perspective. So we're just trying to gain other perspectives. If you don't want to share that with us, that's totally cool. But what was the experience like tonight?
It was less crowded than I was expecting. I was planning to do early voting, but I was torn which way to vote. It was not an easy decision. So I was surprised. I'm a teacher, so I was surprised when I
Okay.
came at 7 o'clock tonight that it wasn't as crowded. So I'm guessing a lot of people did early voting or came earlier in the day.
Yeah, I was actually here earlier in the day, and it was slammed here up on
Okay.
Signal Mountain. What's your name again?
Holly.
Holly, and your teacher, do you want to share people
In
probably?
Hamilton County
in
Schools.
Hamilton County Schools. Okay, so what is a big deal for you voting in this election? I know there were some local people on the ballot too. What is important to you? Hard question.
It is a hard question. I would say I'm more conservative as far as my values. My faith is really important to me, but character is important to me as well. And ultimately, whoever wins the election, my hope and prayer is that we'll be united as a country and not divided. There's been a lot of division through the election, and I hope this will be a turning point in a positive direction for our country. And I hope that there will be more partnership between the two parties and not so much polarization.
Was there a point where you were considering not voting?
No, not voting, but just not really, just really struggling with, which way to vote.
So when did you make that decision?
When, I guess in the past couple of weeks,
Okay.
I just decided, I was voting more for values than for necessarily a person.
Okay. Was there anything that helped you make the decision, like watching the debates? Did that help at all? Or reading? I know you're a teacher, researching.
Well, I just think with my faith as a Christian, prayer, just knowing that I believe ultimately God is in control of the situation, and God knows the hearts of people, and that anything is possible in people's hearts to bring people to a place of peace and unity regardless of differences. And there's a quote that I posted recently, kind words cost nothing. And I just think kindness, regardless of differences, that is possible.
What grade do you teach?
Middle school.
Middle school.
Yeah.
Okay, that's a good lesson for that age.
Yeah, I hope they're watching.
Yes. Good
great.
teacher.
They're great students.
Good teacher. Well, it's so nice to talk
Nice
with you.
seeing you too.
You're a good speaker.
Thank you.
Yeah, maybe you should run for office.
Yeah.
I don't know that. I enjoy being a teacher.
Okay.
And
Yeah.
I do some theater too, so.
Oh, she got the staging. Okay.
Oh, look at, we're good. So we're good. Thank you for talking
Thank
to us.
you.
Oh, we got a woman to
Thank
talk
you.
to us, woman voter. Hey. Hey, Mom. The kids enjoy themselves?
Yes,
You guys have
did.
fun?
You got a sticker.
Got the stickers. That's what's important.
Most important
yes,
thing.
that's the most important thing. Okay. Well, that was interesting. Gaining
Yeah.
another person who was on the fence for a little while.
Yeah, we didn't believe there were. How could there be that many of those types of people, given the volume of news that's come
I
out?
know.
But because I guess what we're finding out and what we're hearing now is that because the volume of information has been so overwhelmingly negative for both sides, it was still a toss-up for a lot of people. There was
Yeah.
never any clear and maybe for depending on where you're coming from or what you're voting for,
Yeah.
it was just really hard for these people to make up their mind, even going into it. Now she didn't make the decision in the booth, of course. She made it 2 weeks ago, but still,
it
that's
sounded like
pretty
she
close.
was really struggling,
Yeah.
with her faith, even making that decision. So
Well,
that
we talked about this like last week, I think. It's like
Yeah.
if there's a moral choice, and of course everybody's moral compass is different and points in different directions.
Ours
but if
are,
there's
totally.
but if there's a moral choice, like it was hard to say, for a lot of people, I think, which candidate was the moral candidate. And in our area, the Buckle of the Bible Belt, I think that plays a big role. And I know that's something that's been talked about in a lot of churches, other religious assemblies, is what's the right thing here. You have two people that for their own very different reasons have flaws, and those flaws make them unelectable for different groups of people.
Or human.
Yeah.
Hey, does anybody want to talk? Would
Hey
you
there.
talk with us, ma'am? We're reporters for the Times Street Press. Oh, we're just talking to voters. Anybody want to talk to us? Just for a minute, you guys. It's fun. You can watch it back on Facebook forever. I'm really selling it tonight. Yeah. Any of the kids want to say hi?
Yeah, come say hey
Come
to
on.
Facebook.
We've gotten a lot of kids.
Oh, don't be so
actually.
shy. Lesley's
well, we're
nice.
on
She has
Cinnamon
about.
Mountain.
She looks
I have-
big, but because she's wearing my jacket. That's
Yes,
why. This isn't her
yes.
jacket.
Aw, thank you, Mom. Thank you. Okay,
Yay.
so these are some of the last
Come on,
voters
step over
tonight.
here next to Lesley.
Hey, I'm Lesley. Eva. Lily. Kaylin. Oh, that's my godmother's name. Hey, Kaylin. You don't hear that one often. Okay, so it was important for you guys to come out even dark, late night tonight and vote. Was
Little
it fun?
chilly.
Yeah, thank you. Thank you.
Yep,
Did you have fun?
Yeah, she helped
Yeah?
her dad. She came with me.
Okay, so
Figured it would be a good.
So is the family divided or no? Or is the family
No,
all on
no.
the same page? That would
No.
be really hard. I've thought about that. I've talked to people like
No.
that. Will you share who you voted? Or are you comfortable with
I
doing
voted
that?
for Hillary.
You voted for Hillary. Hillary. Okay, we've heard a lot of Hillarys actually coming out tonight. A lot of people with their children who wanted their children to experience that. Why was that important for you?
They are young enough; they don't remember. We have two older ones.
Okay.
One who's just missing the vote by a couple of months. They'll both be old enough to vote in the next election. So they've gone with me before, and so figured I wanted to get. Yes, well, you guys went when you were really little, but
Yeah.
I figured I
You
wanted
remember
to
that?
have that experience to
Yeah.
come
Mhm.
and see what the process is like.
And we, in my class, for my social
Just this
studies,
way a little bit. Talk
for my
fast.
social studies class, we watched a video this morning.
Yeah, you got to get in. Come this way a little
Come
bit.
this way with
Oh,
me. This crazy
stand
thing
next
is
to
actually
Lesley.
a camera.
There
So
you
in
go.
history class this morning,
We watched this video about
the process.
The whole election.
and I wanted to see if the polls in the picture in the video were the same as here.
So were they? Really?
It
Pretty
was
close?
Pretty close?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, they watched a CNN report,
Okay,
student
cool.
news report. So.
And
Cool.
why Hillary for you all? Women.
For me, it's not actually really a woman thing. I feel like she's more qualified, which scares me a little bit less. So
The
yeah,
the racist.
yeah.
Oh.
Was there ever any
Trump against
conflict for
Mexico.
you in terms of who to vote for? Or
heard
was it pretty
that.
clear for you for the beginning?
Pretty clear for me. Yeah,
Because
So.
is that
he can be kind of mean, but I mean, if
also-
they made that another choice, that's fine.
Well, it
everyone can
sounds
make
like
their own choice.
you've been watching the news a little bit. She said she
Yeah.
heard the comments Trump made several months ago
Yeah, I
about.
just heard them at school,
Right.
like about other people who had watched it, and we are right now studying in school a book about. We're reading a book about some illegal immigrants that came through. It's a fiction
Wow,
book, but
wow.
it's about those, and it's about them moving from this one place up to I forget what state, and it was so that they could get a better job because the jobs down there. They were only going to have those jobs for like a few weeks, and then they'd have to find another one for another few weeks. And they
Yeah.
were going to go help on a farm where an accident had happened.
What school do you go to?
Signal Mountain Middle High School.
Wow.
I'm in sixth
Sounds like a
grade.
good school because
Yeah.
you've learned a lot, obviously.
Proud mom.
Yep.
Yeah. Thank you for talking to us. You're so well spoken. Thank you guys. It's so hard to get people to talk when they're coming out of the polls. Have a good night.
Have
Are
a
you
nice
gonna go
night.
home and watch TV?
We are.
You gonna go home and watch Times3Press?
Watch timesfreepress.com.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I will.
Thank you.
See you
Thank you
guys.
so much. We appreciate it. We really do. Yeah. Well, that little girl. I mean, for a middle school.
Signal Mountain's a
student.
good school.
Yeah.
And that's actually one of the issues that we'll be facing here in the Chattanooga area.
Right.
Is we've got Signal Mountain is not in any danger of this happening, but we do have 5 other schools that the state may take over because they're so bad. And that's a thing that's actually going on in Georgia right now. They, they're dealing with that very same issue. Is what do you do with the schools that are so bad and show no signs of improvement, and they're basically dropout factories for kids? And so they're looking at that very same issue. So those are some things that are going to be clarified a little bit in this election as far as the will of the voters as it comes to that. We'd love to see more people. I think I can speak for our officials saying they'd love to see more people educated to the level of that young person. And that's what they'd like to see more of. People who can sort of speak, who can
Make
facts,
an educated
who can read books,
response.
who retain historical information that bears on today. So that's all good stuff, and it's actually kind of nice to see, not making a comment on the vote necessarily, but it's nice to see someone who can make a reasoned vote, who can make a reasoned argument why they're voting one way or the other, especially that young. That's incredible.
Yeah.
So
They're talking about current events like that at school too. Well, it's certainly been interesting up here tonight, and we do want to say we have a list of the precincts, polls, all that on the website.
The
and
polls
the
have closed in
times,
Georgia.
right?
I just
They've
got a
closed in
notification.
Georgia.
Yeah, polls have at this point, and they've closed in some other East Coast states too. So we'll start getting results very quickly here. So you want to stay. You can keep hanging out on Facebook with us if you want, but you're probably better off going to timesfreepress.com. We'll have up to the minute results there for everything that's going on. And
I think we're going to run into some interesting characters tonight.
Yeah.
So right now we're with voters, but we're going to head on to the political scene.
That's right.
In Chattanooga.
Yeah, we're going to hang out with the Democrats and the Republicans,
Woohoo!
and their parties are starting here pretty soon.
The elephants and the donkeys.
Yeah, the elephants and the donkeys. So we're gonna. The Democrats are partying over at Jefferson's, next to Universal Joint, across from the courthouse.
A bunch of them.
The Republicans
Yes.
are hanging out
At
over
the
at the
Doubletree.
Doubletree Hotel on the other side of what is that, Broad Street, Mitch Patel's hotel.
Yes.
So we're gonna try to hit both of those places, say hello to everybody, and we'll say hello to you as well from there. And depending on how things are going results-wise, we may not make it to both of those places, depending on how
Yes,
quickly
we
results
will.
come out.
Yes, we
We're
will.
gonna try really hard, but I can't make any promises because if it's
I
over,
can.
I'm going to bed.
No, he's
And
not.
you should too.
No, he's
You got a
not.
big day tomorrow. You got a lot of work to do.
We are going to party. No, just
We're
kidding.
gonna party.
Hey, how are you? Good, thanks. So we may go to a house party too. Just stay with us. And it's been like a really slow day, as we mentioned. We did kind of a little funny.
Yeah. You've been way too well behaved, America. We're not used to this. It's weird.
Yeah, it was weird. I heard so many voters and friends who were just commenting on like wherever they went today for lunch, it was just so quiet and unexpected and not rowdy. And I mentioned a little bit earlier in the broadcast, I pulled up to a light and I saw Senator Corker. He's in town. Maybe we'll see him later. But he kind of just like laughed at me when he saw me at the light. So we both pulled down.
Is that the reaction you normally elicit in people?
Yeah.
Is they
Yeah.
just chuckles
Yeah.
at the stoplight?
Yes. I mean, I don't take myself too seriously like somebody
Unlike
else
some
I know.
people.
Yeah. But I'm going to be nice to him because he gave me his jacket.
For
so.
now.
Yeah. So anyways, he just kind of laughed and rolled down his window and I said, slow day. And he's like, yeah, what are you guys doing? Trying to figure out what we were covering. And I was like, we're just getting started, Bob. So.
Calls him Bob. I don't call him Bob.
Well,
I call him Senator.
I know, you're very respectful. That is respectful. Sorry, Senator Corker. I've been covering him for a really, really, really long time, but I guess you have too.
You don't even give him a Robert? Give him the full Bobby? No, Bobby's somebody else.
No, I mean, I take yoga with him.
Okay.
I feel like there's a little,
Is he pretty
know.
flexible?
Yeah,
Yeah.
he's good. And his wife, Elizabeth, hey.
New
hey,
facts about
Elizabeth.
Bob Corker you maybe didn't know. He's very flexible.
Yeah. Yeah. So,
Not in his beliefs, though.
I mean, don't you
Strictly...
think all politicians need to, like, calm down
Oh my
sometimes?
gosh, yeah. Yeah.
Yeah, just
find
like
your center,
reporters.
Find your center. Yeah, but we have different ways of doing that.
Well, I've tried to get you to go to yoga. rage yoga.
We are going to do
wine
rage
and
yoga. We're going to do that.
I am, but you never do it. Okay, we're going on. This is what we do. We get on these tangents. So we need to get in the car. I'm driving. I know. Okay, and so you're going to party with us, with the politicians, with the real people, and just stay with us all night. And like you said, the website has all the latest updates from everywhere. We're covering the national and the local. And the local, we should expect to get some in real soon.
Yeah,
right?
we actually have several races that are already over, and the reason for that is because there was no one running in opposition. So we're going to go ahead and call those for the person who was running unopposed, and we'll have that information to you. Hopefully it's already out there. I'm not at the web desk, so that may already be up. And I'll check as soon as I'm done with this. But there are several races that are over. There are several more that as soon as polls close, we'll also know pretty quickly. So we should have results coming in like now.
Yeah,
like
our
immediately.
newsroom is full of people.
Yeah, full
working.
of people and pizza to keep them fueled.
Yeah, we had some before we left. So, anyways, okay, from chilly Signal Mountain, Tennessee, people are still running in literally.
How do
to
they say
vote.
goodbye in Signal Mountain? Do you guys have a special saying?
Bye, y'all.
Bye, y'all.